Hey there and welcome to my channel. In today's video I want to show you how to make this Christmas card, and this is the first one of 4, so there will be more videos like this. By the way, I'm painting on watercolor paper and then scan it in and then print it onto a foldable card. But let's start with a rough sketch. I'm drawing loose circles to refine them and then erase the sketchy lines I don't need. Next I'm painting the background, and I decided to not include how I mix the colors since you might not have the same watercolors as I have. When this is dry, it's time to paint the ornament. Here paint one, wait until it is dry and then go on with the second one. Also, I'd like to mention that I started out with a lighter color and then added more to the side so it looks kinda three-dimensional. The next step is to paint the fur twigs. Simply use the tip of the brush to paint the needles. When the first layer is dry, you can go over with a darker green and get more details. While this is drying, you can move on to the lettering. Also, I have a video on lettering Merry Christmas in 4 different ways. There will be a card and a link in the video description if you're interested. Okay, I'm in Gimp right now and I already imported the scans, and the canvas size is the size of the card but unfolded. So I'm gonna add a guideline where the crease will be at the actual card. So hit image, then guides and guides in percent, and horizontal. I'm gonna leave it like this, horizontal 50%, and this is where the crease will be at the real card. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit and track those where I kind of want them to be. And I want to rotate the Mary, so I'm gonna hit the rotate and R key. And yeah, that looks about good. And I also want to scale both down. You can also go here over tools and then transformation, and then you have scale and rotate. I don't have it in English, so I hope you can still follow along. But yeah, but I do want to scale both down, so I'm gonna hit the shift and S key, scale those down, this one as well. Make sure that you select the right layer. Gonna scale this down, maybe the Mary a little bit more because I want the Christmas to be bigger. Okay, alright, that's about how I want it. So I'm gonna zoom into the Mary part here, and of course I want the background to be translucent because I don't want this white. So make sure that you have the right layer selected, and then also make sure that you have an alpha channel. I think that's what it's called. As I said, I don't have it installed in English, so I hope you can still follow. But I'm gonna remove it for now so you can see what I mean, because if I erase it now, I'm gonna scale this down a little bit, the background will just be white and I want it to be transparent. So I'm gonna right click on the layer and then add alpha channel. And if I erase now, it's gonna be translucent. Okay, so, but of course I don't want to erase everything, I do want to keep the Mary. So I'm gonna choose this one tool. If it doesn't show up here, you can again go to tools and then selection tools, and then it should be here. Then you just click on the black part of the Mary. And yeah, if it doesn't select everything, adjust the value here, because if I have it lower and you see it doesn't select everything. So if you're having the same issue, just adjust the value a little bit and it should work out pretty well. Okay, I'm editing this right now, and I quickly want to note that if you don't have a good contrast between the white and the black, this tool might not work as well. I think, I'm not sure, but if you do have issues and the contrast isn't as high, just try to adjust the contrast. I'm gonna show a way later in this video with the watercolor painting, how you can use the curves to get a better contrast. Just repeat the same thing with the lettering, and I hope that works better for you if you are having issues. And then just select the brush tool, and I'm gonna make that a little bit bigger again, and I'm painting over it. The reason why I'm doing this, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's the lettering itself is not a solid black because of the pen. And I do want it to be a solid black, so I'm gonna paint over with a brush. Then go to selection and invert, and then you can erase the background. Okay, when you're done, just go to selection and nothing or none. I'm not sure what it is in English. And I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Now, I'm gonna zoom in again because as you can see here, or I'm not sure if you can see it in the video, but here is an edge. You can still see the watercolor paper, and so there is this edge here, which I don't want. So I'm gonna brighten everything up. Also, the colors look kinda dull, and I'm gonna make a copy just so I can see how it looked before. I'm gonna go to colors and curves. I'm just gonna put this up a little bit higher and this down, and you see the colors get more vibrant and colorful. But also I'm losing the background a little bit, to be honest, which I don't like. But I think that's better. And if I hide this layer, you can see how it looked before, and that's how it looks now. But I do want to see if you can still see the edge. And it's still there, so I'm gonna brighten it up a little more. And that's basically it. If you, you can still mess around a little bit with it and now put everything how you want it to be. If you're moving this layer and you did copy it, you don't have to copy it. I just like it to see how it used to look and to see the difference. Make sure you hide the layer underneath, because if you're moving this or decide to change it, you obviously will see this layer and don't want that, obviously. And so you can move it a little bit, also the other elements. And oops. And I want to make sure that I do have an edge here, or that the edge here is white, because when I print it, my printer doesn't print a full, I don't know how to explain it. If I would print it and I had it like there, I would get a white border here, which I don't want, so I'm making sure that the white border is there anyway, and so it doesn't matter. Another thing I'd like to mention is that I want to add foil to the Merry Christmas part, so I need to print it out twice. For this, just hide the Merry Christmas and only print the watercolor image with an inkjet printer, and then only print the Merry Christmas part with the laser printer. As I already mentioned, I also added foil to the lettering, and this is the finished card. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, you might want to watch the other Christmas videos as well, and I hope to see you there. Bye!